Hey guys, Jay Foster here. So, what's so amazing about the archetypes? Well, they lend insight into the central interpersonal conflicts that we have with various people in our lives. Now, let's be clear about something. The purpose in reviewing the archetypes is not to categorize or type people into rigid descriptions, but rather it's to illustrate this key point. That which makes us different collectively makes us stronger. And archetypes also affords a fresh perspective so that we can understand ourselves better and escape from the curse of trying to be something that we're not. The word archetypes actually means original patterns, and they describe the basis for our distinct personality traits. You can almost think of them as personality templates. There are 12 archetypes, and each of us is a unique blend of several of these, but we typically connect with one or two of them as our dominant types. Each archetype has its own set of gifts, fears, and blind spots. Here are the 12 spokes, or the 12 archetypes that make up the archetypes wheel. The innocent, who is the loyal rule follower. The orphan, who has the gift of empathy. The caregiver, who is nurturing and giving. The lover, who is enthusiastic, attractive, and love-centered. The jester or comedian, who is the entertainer or the comic. The explorer or seeker, who is the wanderer and experimenter. The outlaw, who overthrows or upends the status quo. The visionary, who envisions and builds a better future by creating products or solutions. The hero, who battles and conquers and is oriented towards victory or winning. The sage, who is the intellectual or teacher and primarily focused on knowledge and wisdom. The magician, who can be a rainmaker, healer, or magically make things happen, and is focused on transformation. The ruler, who centers their efforts around leadership and order. All of these personality archetypes are necessary to keep our society in balance. And archetypes that are polar opposites on this wheel experience the greatest conflict. It's common for us to choose a spouse or a partner who is at or near the polar opposite on this wheel, which explains a lot, doesn't it? Knowing the archetypes can absolutely lend you some insight into interpersonal conflicts that you may have. Likewise, it's common for our unique mix of archetypes to differ greatly from those of our parents. So we grow up being steered in a certain way that might not fit with our natural tendencies. So as we make our way through these videos together, be sure not only to make a note of your archetypes, but those of your parents and the people close to you, your kids, your partner, your friends, and your coworkers. In the upcoming videos, we will cover each archetype in detail, and in the next video, we'll cover blind spots. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can stay with me as we go.